Good morning, everyone. This time I came to the forest with my dog. Do you notice that these days the energy is very intense? And for example, for me, a strange thing happening with food. I barely eat. Last 3 weeks, my awareness sharpened. For example, last 2 nights, I had those waves of alert. I don't know how to explain. When you are, and suddenly comes that wave inside. Of course, I speak what's going inside me, and you just very alert, aware of everything around you. Again, I would like express myself, and maybe you will benefit out of it. So today I would like to share you how I had the training to overcome the fear. I have this training few years ago. I have problems with the past. I can't remember days because mostly I live in the now, in today. I even don't know what I do breakfast for tomorrow for kids. I don't plan. I just live for now. And when I need to tell story about past, I have difficulties to figure out when it was. Anyway, it was between 2012 and today. My awakening started in 2012. So, where to start? Oh, I would like you to show something. Atom, a picture. There's such a beautiful place. Look. That training I had on soul's level, in a dream, and in the day life here on planet Earth, in physical body. After work, I needed to go for a walk with dog, evening walk. Usually my husband goes evenings, I walk mornings. And Atom, he's becoming crazy, my dog. So I came to the path which leads to the park, and there is no lamps, only dark, absolutely dark. And fear kicked in. You know, when you fear something, for example, some people, they fear for dogs, yeah? They have their story in their mind of something happens in past for them, and they fear for dogs. So I was feared to go in that park. But fear was strong, resistance to go there. Unconsciously, I decided that I lean into that fear, and I feel it to the smallest thing. I wanted to experience that fear fully. That's why my was purpose. So, and I lean in. I walk in that path and was so fearful. Every step I walked, my mind start talk, try to talk. Or then there in the bushes maybe is hiding a killer or knife with knives, or somebody can come, start to tell stories. My mind said, no way, I lean in. So I walked deeper into, and there's to the side, to the left, path to the field. large field where there is no trees, only field, no houses, nothing, and dark, no lamps up to, you can see in distance only city's light. And I walked. Every single step I was in a fear, but I lean in. I watch my thoughts, my feeling. That feeling in the belly when you feel fear, I felt as well. So I walked through the path and in that field, and they said for myself inside, okay, I'll go deeper, even deeper. No thought will stop me. No fear in my belly will stop me. So I lean in and I walk into middle of the field. It was so scary, like it felt like your base under your feet was shaken. I feel that my legs, bending. It was, I don't know how to explain, it's difficult. So I stand in the middle of that field and they look in the stars. It was night. No light and me. And they stand and I try to feel everything what's going on around me and inside me. And they was present. And then I thought, okay, I'll go even deeper. So I start walk from the field in the path and the bridge. There's some, in normal conditions, I would never ever would go there alone. Even I was with dog. Who cares about that dog? That my dog is friendly. So I walked there, and they walked there. I felt that something happened inside me, because my mind become peaceful, body stronger, and they decided that next night I'll go again, and they did. And this action consciously to lead into your fear, any kind of fear, any fear you have, and this intention of your action, of my action, it's very important. This is very important what I'm saying, telling you now. I consciously decided, my galactic family said, don't use you. Use we or I. I as an example, and we as we all are one, you know. We are all connected. And we recognize each other through the energies. And they saying, don't use you. It's separation, you know. You and me, it's separation. So I just sorry if sometimes I tell you the word you. This conscious decision which I made from the heart with intention that I lean and they won't get rid of the fear. Experience it and release it. That was my intention. So, and that decision and with intention, clear intention, for me, initiate the training to overcome fear on soul's level. As a human being, I give the message to universe by leaning in consciously that I want to go further, I'm ready. So I did this fear release training of dark, of unknowingness twice. And then one night I have a dream. Suddenly in the dream, everything changes. And I become very alert. I don't know if I spell correct. When you're very aware, you know, it's like very real and you are very present, very here. And it was in a dream. So I started to rise. My body started to rise, and they rise up to the sky. I reached the clouds, and I knew that something is going on without my intentions. I rise so high over clouds, and then guess what? Suddenly, free drop, happened. Somebody you drop from the sky and you go down freely. I thought, okay, I give up. Whatever happens, happens. I am okay with it. And if it would be a normal dream when you go down to the ground or somewhere, or that feeling when you run from someone and you can't in place, somebody try to catch, that is nightmare. It's like nightmare. When they left to the ground, maybe 2 millimeters like that, 2 millimeters, I stopped. But it's difficult to explain. In normal dream, I would wake up from the all wet, like from the nightmare. In this, I don't. I surrender. Oh, the right word. I surrender to situation, and whatever happens, happens. I trust. Because from beginning of the dream, I understood, because that alertness, everything disappeared, new scene. I knew in the dream that it's something to do with the soul, with the other realms, and they stopped. 2 millimeters to the ground, I stopped, and suddenly I start rise again quickly on speed to the cloud. There was cloud, and they dive in that cloud and disappeared. I understood that I dived to the next realm, but I didn't see nothing there. And then I wake up, and my life little bit changes after that. I understood that I had training, because I showed intentions and will to do so in my physical life. Now, after that dream, I never have nightmare, never. Those dreams, which in normal conditions would be nightmare, I usually in dream I observe them, I see them, but on soul slave I don't fear. I never wake up like from nightmare. My body reacts sometimes. I feel shake sometimes, because in a dream I experience that nightmare consciously, but my body reacts because it is body, 3D body anyway. But I never have nightmares. And if there's somewhere I feel the fear involved, usually fear involved in body's level. I usually then say for my family, for soul, show me the way. Help me, show them the way, what to do. And then I remember in the books, when I read some advices, what to do, be present, breathing, focus on the breathing. I would like to give you advice. Go, lean into your fear, feel it fully. And it's nothing scary will be later. You give the message to universe that you can do it. It's really nice to live now without fear. When I need to go through the dark park, it's okay for me. If I need to have difficult situation, it's okay for me. Conversation difficult, it's okay for me. Before I was fearful to stand up and say my truth. Now not. I would stand for myself. I feel that I need to tell you about that seat of the soul when it was activated for me. I had fearful situation at work when that was so difficult situation that when you want to ground open earth and you want to drop, jump and disappear, no one you see, hide yourself, it was so difficult. My body was shaking, and I work, and they start thinking what to do. Okay, I start focus on the breathing, like, I work, but I start was focused on the breathing. It was not working. It was so difficult situation. It's not scary situation, but it's uncomfortable. And then I thought, okay, what to do? Be present. I try to focus on the actions I do in the present. Sometimes it works for me. So every movement, touch, everything, I try to feel, It was not working. I still felt that something is not good here, heaviness in the body, mind goes wild, try to tell stories. Mind is very good on these situations. When you in difficult situation, mind creates even more difficult of this. So then I changed department. I picked the items, and they said for my soul, please help me, show me what to do, what to do. And then suddenly my attention focused on this area, where meets neck and bone. I focused there. I knew from previous book readings that this place is the seat of the soul. And sometimes, time by time, I had those thoughts, what is that? What is there, Is it, my seat of the soul activated or not? And then, suddenly, I become so at peace. I focus my attention here. I was aware what I'm doing, that I'm picking items, but half of my attention was in that place, inside, not on surface. When I speak inside, it's mean I was focused on inner energy field. So suddenly I become very peaceful, clear, without no stress, nothing. From deep within, the voiceless voice said for me, breathe deeply and slowly. And I was aware of three things at once. I was aware what I am doing. I was aware of the field, energy field, and of my breathing 3 times. This is high level of awareness. When you can do training on yourself like a game. How many things at once you can be aware of. I did this many times. It really expands your growth. For example, in the forest now, how many different sounds you can hear and be aware of your breathing, for example. 2 things, yeah? You do two things. And you can add your awareness to the inner field. Do you feel? Do you hear sounds, breathing, and field? And see, could you be aware at once of those 3 things, fully aware? And maybe you can add it more. Yeah? For example, could you feel wind on your chin? Today is no wind, but still try to focus, and there will be, because I see some leaves moving, so wind is there. So I share what I did before, which helped me to move forward quickly. So, and that situation at work, and suddenly my mind was blank, no thoughts, which is very rare for me and for all people. No thoughts at all. And suddenly one thought came to me, and that voice inside, voiceless voice, but so clear, without doubt that somebody speaks with me, said, pass it. You don't need those tests. You don't need this thought. And they pass it. And they walk to continuous work. And then another thought came. And that voice said, you don't need this either. And they pass it. It's like a lesson how to skip the thoughts. It was so nice. I would say second time, I had that experience of total blank mind, no thoughts, peaceful. It's like different reality. I don't know how to explain. I do as I can, as best as I can. So I was aware, of that voice. I was aware of all situation that I am in contact with something inside me. I believe it's my soul spoke. And it happened about 10 minutes, very long. And that was my experience with the seat of the soul. It was in that book which I read, finished to read yesterday, The Bringers of the Dawn. They said that this is when this activates, new information comes, something like that. I can't say accurate. So, and that was my experience. I hope you learned something. I had a lot of experiences, a lot of. Overcome the fear was my most significant, not most, one of the most significant experiences which changed my life from inside and outside. And even now when the fear kicks, that fear don't disappear totally, that you go in fearless and do crazy things. No, it appears, but I know how to deal with it. Just lean in and try to experience it. Release. Same like with thoughts, that training. How to skip the thoughts. I know in beginning of my awakening, I have very big problems with the thoughts. And that's it. I couldn't do a video about the doll, which I said last video, because my consciousness asked me to do it in little bit different manner, because information which they revealed me was just so interesting. So I would like you to get fully to. I will try in that video to connect the dots from different sources which I got to get full story. And when I do these videos, I always ask before video Archangel Gabriel to help me to express myself, to find right words. So thank you very much with being with me. And today is my birthday. I decided to do this video because I think and I feel and I know that I came to this lifetime to share my knowledge, my experiences, and my growth. So the people around me can resonate maybe the right word would be resonate, yeah. See you next time. That's how we rise for the vibration. By doing small things, little things that makes us happy. Tameli? Woo! Feels so good. Okay, I continue to walk. Next time I'll share you something else. Please comment below. What did you learn from the story? What was most interesting for you? My galactic family said, more I talk, more I share my experiences, my English will be better and better. I hope it. Sometimes I'm wondering, you know, they're on YouTube I saw, and in books I read that some people overnight start speak light language. Then I'm wondering, okay, light language, no one teach in school light language, yeah? You can't learn nowhere. It's from within. And they start speak overnight. Sometimes I say for my galactic family, listen guys, why I can't speak proper English overnight? If they can speak light language, English is easy, I think. Really, it's logic thinking. I hope one day wake up and they will have no problems with my English. Whew. I walk to the hill. It's logic thinking, just logic thinking. All my life I could not speak. I was muted from childhood. But when I look back now to my childhood, I was until my awakening in 2012, I was absorber. I couldn't express my scene. I don't speak about English language. In my native language, bird language, Lithuanian, I couldn't express myself. I was muted. And but as a child, I was active absorber. I looked what's going on, and I understood things, and I remember them. And but I noticed that I can't speak. But from that book which I read, I learned that because I was female, and tens of 10th years, women's, females was muted, and because man was in charge of life, but women's, they agreed to this condition because of some big purpose there was. Anyway, and then in childhood and teen and early young adult, I didn't notice that I muted. Just I didn't express myself. And then one day I figure out something is wrong. Why can't, because in my mind I lived absolutely different life. I speak in my mind perfectly English because I don't need a lot of words there. It's a little bit telepathically. I don't know how to explain it. When in mind, I don't need words. I just think about it. I try to explain. in bunch of information, you know. I don't know how to explain. So one day I figure out that is something wrong with me. Why I can't express myself? Oh, I came to a beautiful place. Oh, look how beautiful is that. And I noticed that it's something to do with chakra system. I didn't know back then that for the speech is responsible throat chakra, this one. And then I start contemplated on this, and I noticed that it is blocked, and decided that I need to heal. How? I don't know. I contemplated, I thought, okay, I live two different parallel life, one in my mind and one outside. In mind, I chat non-stop. I express myself fully, but when I need say it verbally, I have difficulties. So I ask for my galactic family, what's going on? Could you give me more information? Show the way. And they give me information that is to do with throat chakra. My chakra is blocked, and they need to unblock it. So I started to look for the healer. Maybe some kind of healer can help me. And all the time I try to find the healer. If I think I found the right one, my consciousness would say, you can do it yourself. Then I can't do it myself. And then, okay, I find another healer, which I thought is good for me. And my consciousness again says, you can do yourself. And thought, how I can do myself if I never did it before? And then, one day, before I go to bed in the evening, energy field changed. I felt changes in energy field. My consciousness said, go to bed and lie down on the back. When I say that my consciousness said, they say me voiceless voice from within. I just have knowing very clear. And when they say do something, you cannot not do. Just I do that because I trust. So I lie down on the bed, and dog came. Morning. Hello. Tamele? So I lie down on the bed, on the back, and I already had the information about angels. There's the book about the angels that Galactic Family sent to me, and from that book I know that angels, millions of angels is unemployed, and they're waiting for humans to ask for help. And there's all kinds of angels that can help. So I called, and that evening I lie in the bed, and they called healing angels. Now I will be very in this story. I will be very specific. I will tell you what was in my thoughts, what was happening in my inside body. Come. So I will be very specific. So I lie down on the bed. Third time I say in life. So, and I focus my attention on the throat chakra. I focus there very to the energy level. I zoomed in, focused and I zoomed till I reached the center of the chakra. Just with my inner vision, I saw it. If there would be difficulties to do so, we can just ask for angels to help to focus with intention. For example, I want to focus on the center of the throat chakra, and they will help you. So I focus on the throat chakra, and they lie. And they felt presence of the angels. I forgot to mention that before I had some kind of healing in energy field. I don't know what was that, but my body was physical body was solid, lie on the bed. All things which I speak was inside me. My body from inside was start swinging to left to right, left like this, left to right, left to right. So before, it was night before, so I focused on the center of the chakra, and the healing angels start working on it. There was some kind of activation, and in my inner eyes, I saw the angels did some kind of surgery, literally surgery. They cut something there, and they start working. My work was at this time, my responsibility as a human being, to stay focused on that chakra, center chakra. I did nothing. My mind was empty. I just, with my inner eye, I saw those angels. I didn't saw them very clearly. I have feeling of their presence of their energy, and I absorbed that they do something. And when I zoom a little bit more, I wanted to know more a little bit. I felt that surgery when they cut something in energy field. So, and then I fall asleep, and then next evening, and happens as well, everything same. Before surgery, my body was energetically moving like left to right, all body from top to ground. I have ringing in the ears, in the right, and then later in the left, in both ears. And the third night happened as well, same, but different little bit. So I did the same. I was focused, extremely well focused on the throat chakra. I set intention for healing everything, and there was angels. There was not one. That was like you see in the operation room, a team of doctors. Yeah, there was the same team of angels, healing angels, doctors, angels. They did again surgery, and suddenly I'm thinking how to explain now this. I saw it at once, simultaneously, in my physical eye and my inner eye at once. How it's very, I try my best. There happened like pull, like sudden, like that, and came out from the throat chakra, out from within to the reality, my present physical reality, that huge, like dirty, brown, muddy web, glitty, tacky web from my chakra, but he was big, like size like extra large dish plate, and was those yucky. And they saw how it come out in the air I was in the bed on the side because angels asked me to lie on the side, right side. And it came from throat chakra, and was amazing thing that with my physical eyes, I saw in the air that web. He fly up and disappeared into nothingness. Disappeared. It was so surreal, very, but together amazing, unbelievable. It's difficult. I don't know. You feel that amazingness. I don't know how to express it. And then I fall asleep, and they understood that my throat chakra was healed. Before I went to sleep, I asked angels how many of you they worked. They said 8. There was 2 main doctors, healing angels doctors, and the rest was assistants, but they very skilled ones. So now I'll tell you what's happening when my throat chakra was healed. Same week, in automatic writing, introduced itself Archangel Gabriel. He just come and said, I am Archangel Gabriel and I would like to help you in expressing yourself. Okay, I like it. So, and what they ask me gently, they ask me not in the voiceless voice, that I had inside myself that knowingness gentle, that I need to start work on YouTube channel. I thought, what the heck, what? On Instagram, on those 2 only, because I feel that those medias is energetically more close to me. So I need to do videos on channel. On Instagram, first I started on Instagram. And though I thought, what I put there, I don't know. I still that, after that healing, I couldn't express myself freely, you know. And still I felt that resistance. Gabriel said, put what you familiar with. So that time I walked a lot in the nature. So, and I saw those patches of beauty in the nature. There is many videos on Instagram. And under that description, I usually wrote those quotes of other people about arts. And this I did for a while. Then my Archangel, my family and Gabriel said, why you put other people's quotes if you can write yourself in only one sentence, you know, for something you believe in and something that is truth for you. I thought, yeah, that's logic. I can do one sentence, I can do, you know, when I look back now, they did so gentle, so from distance. They are very gentle with me. And they start write sentence or 2, you know. I walk in the nature, I filmed filmed that beauty which I saw, and I start to write my truth, which I don't know. When I look back now, when I read those sentences, I question how I can write it. So beautiful. Really, sometimes I think that it's not my words, you know. Maybe Archangel Gabriel put these words in my mouth. And then for a while, I did this, and when I started to be familiar with expressing 1 or 2, 3 sentences about my truth, I felt inside that I need to work on YouTube channel, to do videos, and it was difficult. I could say what's little bit frustrating, And my family said, do again. What is familiar with you, what you know best, and what you like, what you would enjoy to do. So I did those illustrations, digital illustrations, which I was good all the time. I love them. I'm very present. These illustrations, they brings me in the presence straight away. So I started this ones. And so little by little, when I get familiar with these ones, on Instagram and YouTube as well, my family asked me to write bigger text, and they didn't know. I forgot to mention that after opening my throat chakra, I started automatic writing. That was very important. I did automatic writing. First week was frustrating, but I didn't give up. I continued. And one day came, and those videos which you saw before, tears and conversations, it's from those automatic writing. And now I feel that I am quite familiar with speaking, with expressing my truth. I don't know what is this, what will be that, what my family prepare for me, or actually my soul prepare for me, but I am ready and I go for it, because it's a lot of magic, it's beauty in it. So, and that's how I work. I just follow instructions. It's not like instructions, it's knowing. And they always focus me that, give advice, do what is from your heart. Be authentic. Because there will be time those AI is coming, authenticity, it will be like a sign for those who on spiritual path, awakening, to recognize each other, because that AA will be useful for humans, but as well there will be the negative side, because you will be online, you watch videos and you don't know it's truth or not truth. So authenticity and connection with the heart, if there will be information comes from these places, we recognize it as a souls. If you can express, maybe you learn something from this story about chakra, how to heal your chakras. The main thing, physical thing, is send intention, clear intention that you want to heal something, chakra, absorb it, why you want to heal, know why, and focus on it, call healing angels, and start work, and you will see the magic. For me, it's magic. What I do now, 20 years ago, it would be for me crazy. I couldn't tell a sentence about anything, express myself. And now I speak with you. See you next time. Bless you. Blessings for all of you. And thank you being with me. I think there is reason. Bye.